Hello and welcome. Glad you can join me on People, Events and Places PEP. I am Manya OCB. This morning you will share in the joy of a birthday party held here in Abuja for a very jolly good fellow, Joloni Osoro, who clocked 40 years recently. Still holding it down in Abuja is the wedding ceremony for Mr. and Mrs. Wright. Wondering what that is all about? Your guess is as good as mine. And finally, the funeral service for late renowned producer, director, TV personality, and former NT Executive Director Programs, Jimmy Ate. Details of all this will come your way shortly. Stay with us. Life, they say, begins at 40. Certainly, life has just begun for Joloni Isoro, who celebrated her 40th birthday in a lavish ceremony. Chikodinaka Eze, who covered the event for People, Events and Places, reports that the atmosphere was thrilling and exciting.
You know, especially all these people.
It's the sound and echo of joy and celebration from well-wishers. In a hall adorned with alluring lights and beautiful colors of royalty. All for this rare gem, Joloni Isoro, as she marks a major milestone in her life at 40.
Wish her the best of the year. I welcome her to the big 40.
I see her as a child of God, first of all, to start with, a supporter of her husband.
What she does for people, I don't even think I will have the time to do it for people.
Born in July 1975 to the family of Chief Oboro in Delta State, Jojo, as she's fondly called, is happily married after she met her Prince Charming in the beautiful garden city of Port Harcourt, where their undying love heightened and later metamorphosed into a fulfilled union.
She really answered her name, Orisha Jolomisa. God has repaired me well. And God really prepared and repaired her very well for us.
Sometimes she goes to Nitel just to make a call. Whenever she gets home, she called me just to say hello. She finished her school and then we got married.
The beautiful, dazzling mother of three, who could not hold back her joy, expressed her profound gratitude to God, family members, friends, well-wishers, and as expected, her loving husband, Bright Isuro.
I don't know if words can actually come out from the word, but I appreciate him very much. He's a wonderful husband.
For many that turned out, the occasion left them with lots of beautiful memories as they continue to wish the birthday girl many happy returns.
It is the beginning of a new life for the overwhelming story of the two lovebirds, Abisola and Samuel, who were joined at the weekend in Abuja, the nation's capital. Again, Chikodinaka Eze, who witnessed the wedding ceremony, reports that the event was fun-filled.
It's the feeling of togetherness and aura of love and affection for young adorable Abishola Akinyele as she walks down the aisle to get hooked to the man of her dreams, Samuel Musa.
So that both of you will live together.
In a short but weighty sermon, the officiating pastor admonished the newlywed to always make the Bible their watchword.
Marriage is ordained for the purpose of rearing. Continuing with this celebration.
It soon became time to sign the dotted lines of the marriage register. And yes, the new couple told AIT how it all began.
We met through a friend and then we had lunch together, but I just thought we could be
Energetic, God-fearing. She's everything in a woman.
At a merry and colorful reception, the elated newly wedded couple were ushered in with a standing ovation. For their families, friends and well-wishers, the young union must blossom.
It's something I've been dreaming about and I thank God for today.
Pray that God in His guidance, in His infinite mercy, will be with them and guide them.
I'm happy he's found his soulmate. And I wish him all the best.
The prayer of all the well-wishers is that the love which Abishola and Samuel have publicly professed here will never cease from their hearts.
It was a celebration of a life well spent as family members, friends, colleagues, and well-wishers gathered to pay their last respects to a man they described as a selfless, humble, and amiable fellow, Jimmy Ate. Late Jimmy Falorunshaw Ate, former NT Executive Director of Programs, was laid to rest at the age of 66. People, Events and Places serves the interesting highlights of the funeral service.
It was a solemn moment from the church to the graveside at Ikoyi Vaults and Gardens, bringing to mind the reality of life, which says there is a time to be born, a time to live, and a time to die.
We need in this country to be open-minded, not to hoard the talents we have, not to hoard the opportunities we have, but to make them available to the younger generations.
He loved people around. I had a very open heart towards everybody.
Mr. Ate was a phenomenal boss, a man who knew how to take his staff along. He also introduced very fantastic programs on NTA, like News Extra, like Saturday Night with Augusta, like News Nationwide.
The impact of Jimmy Ate was not limited to the broadcast industry, but was extended to everyone he came across.
By his influence, he was able to bring the rural telephone to his local community in Ikebonu.
What has been said about him, makes me really glad. He's a generous man, kind man, soft-spoken, and very hardworking.
Born on the 21st of January 1949 in Ikebonu, Kaba, in Borno local government area of Kogi State, Jimmy Ate passed away in the early hours of 13th June 2015. Jimmy Ate was NTA's first chief producer, and he became the general manager and chief executive of National Theatre Igomu, Lagos from 1991 to 1999.
And that's the size of our package for this Friday on People, Events and Places PEP. Don't forget to join me next week for a fresh edition. I am Manya OCB, wishing you a beautiful weekend.